and girls and my non-binary folks, and welcome back to another video. Today we will be talking about some of the game passes because recently Royale High has added a new game pass and a few new features to the game, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. But don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down your opinion on what do you think about this new game pass and these new features that Royale High has, or the developers have added to Royale High. Anywho, without further ado, let's go on to the video. Okay, so before we really talk about like the new game pass, I just want to go over all of the game passes in total that we have in Royale High so far. Do not mind the background noise. My PC is going crazy and my dog as well is going crazy. So the first game pass that I really want to talk about is the faster flight. Now I just want to like say my opinions about this, game pass and just all of the game passes that I will be talking about in this video. So, and I will say if they are worth it or not, because now since there are a lot of new things in Royale High and more is to come, now some of these game passes are starting to become more irrelevant. Now for the flight game pass, the faster flight, you can like custom and like how fast you get to fly. Like for example, the normal would be at least around 45. Honestly, I do not know, but it would be around this, like 130. I think like this would be the normal if you didn't have the game pass. But if you do have the game pass, you can go slower, like really slow, or you can go super duper fast. Now what I think like about this game pass is that it is very helpful in some cases. Honestly, like in any case it would be very helpful in my opinion at least. But honestly, now that we have the teleportation thing and we get to teleport to multiple like areas and you don't really have to fly anymore, such as in campus, like the old worlds or old realms, such as like Royale High Campus 1 and 2, it's pretty irrelevant now since Barbie and the devs are making everything very close to like reach, or not to reach, but like to like just go to your destination a bit faster and a bit quicker than just using, flying. So barely anybody really, like no one really uses the flight pass a lot, but honestly, I would understand if like this is just for the new players. I'm honestly like saying this for the new players. If you are new and you're like wanting to buy passes, like game passes, then this is the video for you. But if you already brought it like me, how I brought like mainly like most of the game passes back in like 2020 when they were relevant, then yeah, I guess there's no refund because you can't really refund, but it's just pretty useless now. So for the price though, it is pretty cheap in my opinion. I feel like it could be a bit less. Honestly, like I just don't understand. It's 249 Robux. Back then it was probably really like good to like own, but up to now it's pretty irrelevant in my opinion. Honestly, I don't even like fly that much in Royale High anymore since we have the teleport thing and you could just go to like a class just like that or whatever. But if it's something like, oh, there's like a chest up there, you can't just like walk up there or climb up there, you have to fly, then yeah, that's when flying becomes useful, I guess. But again, I feel like this game pass is pretty irrelevant due to the new things that Royale High has now, the new mechanics and how everything is set up. It's pretty irrelevant now, so honestly, I don't feel like it's worth buying if you are new and you think, oh, well, I want to buy this and this and this, and I have some Robux, I want to buy game passes, which ones should I buy? Now, most people, if you are quite rich, they would just buy everything. But me personally, I just wouldn't start doing that. So that's why I'm making this video. So the next Game Pass that we have here is the Double Diamond Game Pass. Now, honestly, the Double Diamonds and the Quadruple Diamonds Game Pass, first of all, they are very, very expensive. Now, here is the bit of an argument that I kind of have with this or with these game passes is that it's not really useful in my opinion. In my opinion, it's not really useful, but at the same time, it is useful. So here's what we're going to talk about. So let's talk about like the cons, basically, like, or like the pros and cons. So first we're going to talk about the cons and then we're going to end with the good. So as you all know, when you level up, you get like a certain amount of like diamonds every level you level up. So if you do not have these game passes, you get 300 diamonds max. Now if you have the double diamonds, that will double up your like how many diamonds you receive when you level up a new level each time, which is like around 1,000, or no, not 1,000, 600 diamonds. And when you buy the quadruple diamonds with the double diamonds, so if you own both of them, then every level you level up, you'll get over 1,000 at least. Now if you are like very, invested in farming and you mainly like farm by, farming levels to get diamonds, then this would be very helpful for you to use. But if you don't farm like me and just, not farming, you don't farm at all, it's really irrelevant to you, or to me at least. And it's also very, very not okay to use, or to buy at least, because it's not really useful since Barbie has not even, like, there's no diamonds. Anyways, like, the main point is that there's no diamonds around any campuses right now. There's no diamonds that just pop up in any type of realm at the moment, since Barbie and the devs have literally taken away every diamonds there is to be seen from each and every realm. Now it's just like a random pop-up where you like find the diamonds and be like, oh, I wonder how much that is. So you can't really continuously farm like that, like we all used to in Enchantix High, where you just farm and farm each server and like take all the diamonds for yourself. Like, you can't really do that now in the newer realms and older ones too, since Barbie has changed the locations to where it's just random and like an RNG basically. So that's basically it. For the price, I really think it's quite a bit expensive. Honestly, I wouldn't say any of these are quite a ripoff, but in a way they kind of are, because like some of them are even like irrelevant now, or relevant to now in Royal High, and I feel like none of them, like nobody really uses a lot of these except like, these two. That's only if you're like a farmer. Like if you really like grinding on Royal High, then yeah, go ahead and buy these. I'm not stopping you, like no one's stopping you, but like go ahead if you want to. But I'm just saying that it's kind of useless in a way, since there's no like, locations where, oh, there's guaranteed to be diamonds there, and you can just farm that for like at least an hour, and then you get like, oh, like whatever amount of diamonds you need or want. And when you do that, you can go to Sunset Island or just level up, and then boom, you have like 1,000,000 diamonds now. But that's not really gonna work, honestly, since, again, it's randomly generated on like what location the diamonds will pop up, and they rarely pop up too, and when they do, it's just like 2 diamonds worth, honestly. So it's not really worth it. Now for the next game passes that I want to talk about is the crystal ball. So if you're wondering about the crystal ball, yes, it does come with the item. I do have it since I did buy the game pass. So here's what it looks like, and again, you get like this free camera thing and you get this crystal ball as well. So it's like really cool for like role plays. Me personally, I brought it because I just loved it so much. Now, the big downside about this Game Pass is at first it's 300 Robux, kind of expensive, and it's only for PC users, not for any mobile users or anything like that. You can only use the free cam on PC, but you can like use like the little, the item and like, anything, since it's just an item, it doesn't have anything special about it except for that it comes with this free cam thing, and you can go super duper fast. And yeah, sometimes it glitches, sometimes it does that, but you could go super duper fast, look around. It's good for role plays and movies and all of that and such, or making outfit idea videos like I do. But yeah, I if you aren't like, if you only want it just for the item, then go ahead. That's honestly your money, and that's no one's like controlling you to not buy it. But if you aren't like a YouTube content creator, then I don't really think it's really necessary for you to buy the Game Pass. Or if you don't do any type of content online, or if you're not an influencer who does type of like short videos or whatever, that you need like the crystal free cam thing, then yeah, I wouldn't recommend buying it because you don't need it. Plus, if you are a mobile user, then there's really no point in buying it, except if you really have the burning desire to get this crystal ball thing, since it isn't tradable and it's only for those who have brought the Game Pass. Then yeah, go ahead, no one's stopping you. It's only under like $4, and that's really it, honestly. But again, I really wouldn't recommend using it if first you're not a PC player and you're not a content creator or do like anything in that type of field, to the point where you're gonna need to use this little camera thing, this free camera thing, to the point where like you just need to use that. But if you don't, then it's pretty irrelevant. You don't have to use it. Again, if you have a burning desire just to get this little crystal ball thingy, then go ahead. Now, for the next that I want to talk about is the Paintbrush pass. Now, it's kind of weird. I feel like no one really thinks about this and no one really uses it anymore. So first, the main thing about this was to change your cell phone case and keyboard colors, paint your roleplay name and a heart indicator when you type, make colorful unique profiles, and paint your locker for free as many times as you want. So the main reason why people brought this was to paint their locker for free, because if you did not have the Game Pass and you wanted to paint your locker in the older campuses, which is campus 1 and 2, you had to buy it for at least around 1,000 diamonds each time you want to change the color of your locker. Now, if you do not know what I'm talking about, I will show you right now. It's pretty useless now since nobody really goes to these campuses or realms, but it was, like I said, some of these are not relevant now, but they used to be back then in like 4 years ago. So here, I will show you guys quickly. And again, you see with the flight pass, speed. So say that you wanted to change the color of your locker, and let's just say that I did not have the Game Pass. I would just do my combination, and it would be here, would say paint, right? So if you wanted to change your color, for example, I want pink to match my outfit, it would say, and when you click this, it would say, oh, you have to pay this certain amount of diamonds to change. And that goes for each and every time you want to change it, or however you want to do it. But since I have the Game Pass, it won't let me pay, and I can just do it for free basically. So I can just do like multiple colors every time, whenever I want or whatever I want, and have not I don't need to pay a certain amount of diamonds. So that's basically it. We're gonna go back to Diamond Beach because it's very nice there. Or how about we go to Castle Dorms, because I haven't went to my dorm in a while. So yeah, like I said, honestly, it's not really honestly, I don't think it's really worth it now. I do. Well, it is worth it if you are that type of person who's like, oh, I want to change my name color. I want to like, oh, blah blah blah, and like change my journal and whatever. Like, if you want to do all that stuff, then really like go ahead. Again, like no one's stopping you from buying all of these items, or not items, but game passes. But again, if you like really don't want to, then it's not my problem. But let's try to find a pose. So yeah, I did kind of change my I changed a lot, and it looks like some of the skirts that I used to have are now gone. Cough cough heirloom skirt. I really loved that set. Oh my gosh. But anyways, yeah, so here's my dorm. It's really empty, honestly. I changed it just a tad. It's very, very empty, but it's whatever. And now I have an extra bed, so I can have an extra, like, roommate. But anywho, back to the video. As I was saying, this Game Pass is quite weird. And then changing your cell phone case. So that's basically just your, it's your phone that you, like, pull out. So you can change, like, all the colors. You can customize it. You can only do 2 colors, so let's see, like I want to do white and yellow, and it would change, like, you know, the keyboard thing and everything to white and yellow. So that's also what comes with the Game Pass. And what also comes is you can like change your name. Let's put Sunflower because that is my name. And you can like do any type of color you want. You can have like a gradient effect, outline, and any type of font that you want. Let's just do this one. And you can also have an auto color match with outfits. So as you can see, I mainly have pink and white, so it would just automatically, you know, switch to that. So when I type, it will also like have the little color box thing, and it will be colored, and that's really, really cool, I guess. And let's see, what else, and that's basically it. Honestly, again, if you really have the burning desire to have your name colored with like a special font or whatever that matches your outfit and your phone, and you get to color it, then go ahead and buy it. It's only 300 Robux. Pretty pricey in my opinion for those who like don't usually buy a lot of Robux. But for me, I do buy a lot. I buy like every year. Like the past year, I've been buying like $500 worth. So if you're a person like me and you like just continuously buy Robux throughout the year, then go ahead, do that. Again, if you have a very, very big burning desire to do so, go ahead and do it. Now, the game passes that I want to talk about is the glowing hair adds more hair color passes and the fabric pass. So each of these costs 50 Robux, and the total is 100 Robux. Now, honestly, I feel like these are very worth it if you love making outfits just like me in Royal High, and you love to just customize a whole bunch of things and whatever. So, for the hair color, here is the little section where it says more hair colors. You click that, you have a whole bunch of hair colors to choose from, or like custom hair colors to choose from, and all of these are, you know, granted to you if you buy the pass. So it's pretty self-explanatory, honestly, so I don't think I have to really explain too much, especially with the other pass, fabric pass. It is very self-explanatory. You know, you get all of these fabric designs if you buy the Game Pass. And yeah, you just get to customize all of your items and your hair and whatever to like all these like special designs and cute designs that you want. And that's basically it. So, without further ado, let's take a big, like, you know, like considering all things together, these two are kind of worth it in my opinion. Plus they're very cheap. Like 50 Robux isn't that much in my opinion, but I feel like these two are very, very worth it. again, you could, like, don't listen to me. You could buy all of these if you really wanted to, if you do have a burning desire. But I'm just saying, for the newer players who have Robux and want to be like, oh, I want to, like, do this and want to buy some Game Passes. Sunflower, what Game Passes should I buy? Honestly, I would recommend these two. For the crystal ball, I would only recommend it if you, again, are a YouTube content creator or just any type of content creator who does social media as influencer and needs and like requires the free cam, and if you are on PC. And again, if you aren't on PC and you are on mobile, then honestly, I don't recommend buying just that small crystal ball item just for 300 Robux. That's way too much in my opinion. So I do not like recommend that, honestly. Like, again, you see it says does not, you know, work for mobile, iPad, and Xbox. So again, it won't work. Honestly, I feel like it's not relevant anymore. Only to those who do content things like content, then yeah, I guess you can buy it. But again, like I said, guys, if you have such a desire to get the crystal ball, go ahead and do it. It is very, very cute. I love it so much, even though I barely use it, but I like to know that it's in my inventory. Then go ahead. For the faster flying, I feel like it's pretty irrelevant. Again, at least we get to fly, guys. At least there's no like used to be in 2018, I think, if you were in Earth you couldn't fly, so you had to buy a specific game pass just to fly. Again, at least it's not like that anymore. But with all the teleportation and the mechanics that Royal High has to get to places more faster, I feel like this is really unnecessary. And for the paintbrush pass, that's really debatable, honestly, especially with these two. These are very debatable. But again, I want to know how like, what do you think about all of these game passes, especially with the new game pass that has been added. So we will be talking about that right now. As you can see, it is not currently in the shop, but it soon will be. But for like where you want to purchase it in game, you just click one of, you know, your items that can be colored. You go to paint, and here it is. It says use custom. Now, as you can see, I do have a few like decal IDs here, and if I press on it, that's where you can buy the game pass. It says upload custom fabrics pass. Now, what I want to say is that I don't really understand this. Why can't the first question that comes to mind is, why can't it be free? A lot of other games, like for example, let's take Bloxburg as an example. You know, you can like do the same thing, but it's for free. You don't have to pay anything. And plus, you already have provided us all of these other other designs, fabric designs. So why can't we just have that one for free? Like, I get it, it's 50 Robux, it isn't that expensive, but I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, anyways, I don't really think it's worth it, since we already have like so many like, you know, fabric designs already for free, or not for free, but like, you know, same price. But I have no idea, honestly. I don't really have an opinion on this game pass, but if you do, make sure to comment that down below. I really didn't think that this video would be that long, but again, I honestly do not know. And actually, let's wear our halo because we're feeling preppy today, guys. Okay, but yeah, so that's basically it. Sorry if I didn't really explain a lot. Again, I feel like most of these game passes aren't really relevant now anymore. Like, no one really uses them anymore, and I feel like they're just a waste of Robux. See, if the Robux prices were different, then probably it would be all like worth it. But since now and how Royal High is looking right now, I feel like some of these aren't really like okay to buy like at the moment. I don't know if this video was really helpful. Sorry if you just like hear me yapping for like 24 minutes straight or whatever. But yeah, that's basically it. Again, boys and girls and my non-binary folks, thank you for watching this video. Really hope that you got some type of, I don't know, knowledge out of this. I do not know what I was like talking about. I was just talking about random things, honestly. I was just yapping. Like, I'm sorry for you guys to hear me yap for 24 minutes straight. But again, like, make sure to comment down your opinion on what do you think, if this is good or not, or whatever. Like, what's your opinion, basically? Like, what are your thoughts, honestly? Because I want to know your thoughts, and I want to know everything. Anywho, thank you everyone for watching this video. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and that's basically it, so we can get to 6,000 subscribers. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.